guys, it's KooperAmused and we are back with another DIY candy kit. Today we're going to be looking at the exciting fishing candy kit. So yep, there's fish. And it looks like we're actually going to be making some hard candies in this one. And they're going to be attached to a string, which is of course attached to a fishing rod, and then that's how you get your fishies. Yes! Once you open your pack, you'll find that you have one silver pack of powder and also a blue kind of water container and the fishing line in here. You then also have our little tray, and so you can see that there's some indents in there for the types of fish we're going to make. Place the black string through each of the fishies in the tray, making sure that they're down as far as it possibly can, and just lean your blue pole on the side. It can be slightly annoying because the string does in fact move, so don't be too pedantic about getting it to sit in there properly. We're going to add some powder in just a moment that'll help weigh it down. So now you take the big spoon and you take one scoop of the silver packet of powder and you place it in each of the fish. Try and compact it in only a little bit with the back of the spoon just to make sure it's evenly across your fish. For mine, I decided to put a bit of extra powder into the top left hand corner because the string was just not sitting very well in there, so I ended up using my fingers to actually push it in a lot further. Now we just need to collect one of these small scoops of water and pour that into the powdered fish. I also decided to put a little bit extra water in there because it wasn't covering enough of the fish. So 1.5 scoops would be what I'd recommend. Once you're done, you just need to leave them for about 5 minutes, and in that time the candies will harden up, and then we'll come back and try and hopefully pull them out by the string without breaking any of the candies.
A few moments later.
Now that you've let them sit for 5 minutes, it's time to try and get them out. This requires finesse, and as we've seen in my previous videos, I do not have finesse. So don't worry if they break, they'll still taste, according to my information, pretty good. The idea is you kind of need to pull on the rope and jimmy them out of each of the molds. I'd also recommend probably pushing from underneath and forcing the mold to go upwards to kind of help get them out without breaking them as much. Time to give them a whirl. So by adding the extra water, I think that actually made it more solid in its nature. However, it's also made it a bit extra sticky. So although we're meant to get crunchy candies, grape flavored crunchy candies, I think they'll still be crunchy, but they might also be a bit more stickier in its form because of the extra water we added. But again, I would highly recommend, once you put your powder on, push down on the rope that's inside to make sure it sinks to more of the middle, because mine was still sitting quite close to the very top, and I'm like, as soon as I pull that, it's just gonna come flying out and it'll ruin the whole thing. So yeah, I totally recommend pushing it down a little bit further once you put your powder on top. That being said, we have our lovely little fishing candy. Now grape is totally my flavor. I love grape. Oh God. It went up my nose a bit there. So yeah, the smell is great. Again, a bit sticky on the outside, but I think that's more because of the water I added. Set really fast within those 5 minutes. It was totally done, and I could see that it solidified pretty quickly in itself. In terms of difficulty of making this, the fiddliness might not be great for younger kids if you're interested in doing it with them, but if you're a little bit older, you know, it won't take too much trouble making this one, although waiting for it might be an issue for some. But yeah, let's give this a whirl. It reminds me of those candy bracelets and necklaces you can get. That's legit what it reminds me of. The flavor is fantastic. It's very grainy, but it like melts in your mouth once you start, you know, getting into it. It's not as crunchy, and that could be because I added that bit of extra water. But I think making it easy to get out of the tray and the molds was far more important to me. So I'm happier with the consistency. I'm actually not that fond of hard lollies, so I'm glad they didn't turn out a lot harder than this. Given the fact that I did add that extra water, maybe I should have left them a little bit longer to dry out. or solidify, but I still think they're perfectly fine. Yeah, I really like these, so if you want to get a hold of them, I will link you down below to Tokyo Treat, which is where I bought these from. But that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining me on this fishy escapade. Okay, that sounds really wrong. Sorry. Please like, share, and subscribe if it takes your fancy. Otherwise, until next time, you guys take care of yourself, and Cooper out. Bye.
Are you still going to date my mom?
Of course.
And will you still be coming to our house?
I plan to.
Then I say, go fuck yourself.
Ooh.
That's what I thought.